Hello everybody, this is SKLegoman123 here, and today I am doing another review, this time of the LEGO DC Comics set, Speed Force Freeze Pursuit. First, I'd like to show you Reverse Flash and Flash. These two minifigures are the speedsters of DC Comics. Okay, so Reverse Flash has red eyes, and he has this energy infuser in his hand, and unlike the Flash, his symbol is like a mirror image. Now the Reverse Flash has all the colors of the Flash, but swapped. The Flash really like this minifigure. It's very similar to an older Flash minifigure, but it has more design to it. It's a little hard to see in this lighting. As a big fan of the Flash, I really love these minifigures being in this set with great accessories too. Next up, Killer Frost. She puts the freeze in the title of this set. The minifigure has Nia's hair, but in white. I've never seen it in that color before. She has blue skin, and much like all the other minifigures of this set, her legs don't have detailing, but I'm kind of fine with that. Her minifigure has a pretty cool outfit on. Really cold, if you ask me. The minifigure's head has two sides. One is like a cruel smile, the other is like angry. I think this minifigure is very nice to have. Next up here is the Cyborg minifigure of this set. It's a very interesting design for a minifigure. I mean, it's not nothing special, no arm printing, no leg printing, but still, the torso piece definitely has a much better design than the last Cyborg minifigure. I mean, there's not a lot of black, but unlike the older Cyborg minifigure, the entire symbol for Cyborg is red rather than red and silver, and I kind of like that. Also, the headpiece for Cyborg, I believe they also used it in the Justice League set. That's overall, this is a pretty good minifigure. Now moving on to the power bursts. Okay, this is a new thing for 2018, and let me just say, it is genius, okay? LEGO had an amazing idea with this. They're each pieces that are like blasts and like explosions, those kinds of things. And they can really come in handy. I can already tell that I'll be using them a lot for my stop motions. We have two fireballs, or I guess since it's Killer Frost we're talking about here, they're frost balls, which fit into the hands of minifigures pretty well, I'd have to say. These two power bursts are connected with other parts, and they are like flying power bursts, that you attach to a minifigure's feet. Since it's Killer Frost, I don't really see how this would work, because I always see her like flying using ice paths, not just by like blasting at the ground with their feet. But I'm not really complaining, because like I said before, these are going to come in handy. Also, there are these two twisty lasers. I like them very much. And finally, these two last parts are like explosions or blasts or shields. They can be used for multiple things, which is very nice. Moving on to the vehicles, here is Killer Frost's snowplow. Now, I have never seen Killer Frost in a vehicle before. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of Killer Frost comics or anything like that, so I could be wrong, but, I still like this vehicle. It's small, but pretty cool. On the top of the vehicle, there is a giant cannon with 2 stud shooters on top. And coming out of the cannon is a power burst. It is very interesting how they are adding these things onto vehicles as well. I can see a very great future with these things. And at the front of the plow is like the actual plow piece. There's a sticker on it that has an icy design to it. I really kind of like this piece. Now, the base of the vehicle isn't that special. I mean, they have a cool engine and there's a windshield, but nothing special really. While at the back of the vehicle, there is a booster with another power burst coming out of it. And now finally, I'd like to show you Cyborg's Helicopter. I really picture Cyborg as the kind of guy who would drive like a tank or a jet, but they really did a good job at making this vehicle match Cyborg. The cockpit, nothing too fancy. There's a sticker that represents a digital screen on the windshield. I wish I could get a clear shot of it for you guys at this distance. The cockpit is quite roomy, a lot of space. At the back of the helicopter, there is a back propeller. Not too big, not too small, and although it doesn't spin. Right next to it, there is the Cyborg symbol. The propeller on top of the helicopter spins pretty well. It's fairly designed. Now, the weapons. On one side, there's a sound cannon on top of a net gun. I really like that they have a net gun in this vehicle, but, all the time, the net falls out of the cannon, so I'm a little disappointed by that. And on the other side, we have stud shooters. Finally, I just want to mention the weapons from the helicopter detach and can be held by Cyborg. They're not too big, not too small, they're like medium-sized. They fit well with Cyborg. I like how the designers added this feature. All in all, this was a pretty good set. If you're a fan of The Flash or Cyborg or Killer Frost, I would recommend getting this set. It's amazing. It was fun to build and fun to review as well. The minifigures of this set are very good. You don't usually get DC Comics minifigures that are this good in such a low-priced set. So that's definitely something to consider if you want to buy this set. Well, that's it for this review. Until next time, see ya!